everyone. Welcome. I want to introduce you to one of my very good friends, Louise Mahoney. Louise and I have been working together on different projects and collaborating for a number of years now, but today I want to get down and dirty and get into her backstory. Would that be okay if I asked you some questions?
Okay.
So, Louise, I am so curious. How long have you been doing body work?
Well, I started bodywork when I was 16, started working, and I had a boss that would get these tension headaches, and he was like a monster to work with. And I would just be able to massage his neck and shoulders, and he'd become workable again and peaceful. And I just continued always just working with people. I just had a sense about where the tightness was and where the pain was and how to relieve it. And eventually, I studied formally shiatsu and reflexology, and then Swedish and medical massage, and then an instructor of massage. So I've been a massage therapist for over 35 years.
Okay, well that explains a lot. That explains a lot of why you are just so amazing. That has been such a long time. Has there been any particular challenges on your journey?
Yes. I had a back injury when I was in high school. So I really got to learn about the body and the back and movement and how to work with it and what problems there are. And so it really was a real gift because it gave me such insight to help other people and to know what was going on and understand, because you don't know back pain until you've had back pain. And then shortly after I started working professionally full-time, I ended up with some neck pain. It just started like normal tightness and like everybody has aches and pains. And I was working with a chiropractor, and I was getting some adjustments and, getting some massage, because my husband's a massage therapist and instructor too, which is wonderful. And then one weekend, it was a holiday weekend, and I just went into severe pain.
Oh boy.
And for 26 hours, I couldn't sleep. And nothing worked. So I called up, my chiropractor was out of town.
Oh, geez.
So I called up a friend, chiropractic friend, and he said, come over to the house, and he tried adjusting me, and it didn't work.
Oh no.
He sent me home with drugs. A chiropractor sending me home with drugs. Okay. And then he said, come over to the office in the afternoon. He opened the office for me and got some more equipment, some more things he could do. Again, he couldn't adjust me. So sent me back home with a home traction unit and more drugs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's pretty serious.
It was, yeah. So after the third round of 20-minute traction, my neck released, and I had relief. And I went to bed and slept for 12 hours. Missed the picnic, everything, but that was okay.
Wow, just to have that relief.
I had relief, but that wasn't a permanent solution. Because we both realized, my husband and I both realized that I must be doing something to create this. So we started looking at how I worked, my body positioning, the table height, everything. And we discovered a lot of little things that were contributing to this. And I don't have neck pain anymore. It's permanent relief, and that's just phenomenal.
Wow. Boy, I think that so many of us don't take the time to investigate those little tweaks, those little hacks that actually create a better working environment. So wow, that must have been a very interesting discovery process.
Yes, and it really got us into always looking for what's behind the pain, the root cause for our client's pain. Not just say, okay, you got a massage, you're better now, and next week you're going to be back where you are. That's just not good enough for us. Just not good enough.
So I bet because of this investigation and because of this kind of approach that you're taking in your work, you must have some amazing client stories to share.
I do. I've got a couple interesting ones.
Will you share one with us?
Sure. So I had this professional flute player, and he would come in periodically with just normal stuff. And he came in with pain in his arm and his hand and his fingers. And he had a concert
flute player
coming up, and this was bad. So I asked him, well, what's new? What have you been doing? And, you know, we were talking, and he said, I don't know, but I got this new flute. I said, new flute? It was a beautiful gold flute. So I said, bring him in. So he brought in his old flute and his new flute. And I had him just play just a couple, just real short, on the old flute, and watched his hands, watched his arms, and then picked up the new flute, and he played it. And it was really interesting because his little finger kept searching for the sweet spot that was on his old flute. The old flute had a little curve to that key, and he didn't even know that his finger was. And so all he had to do was have the flute maker do a little adjustment on that so that finger could find that sweet spot again.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And he found relief?
Complete relief.
Amazing. That's amazing.
You want another story?
Please, yes. I bet everyone would be interested in hearing.
So we have this client come in, and he had a lot of tightness in his neck, his shoulders, and his arm. His left arm didn't straighten, and his shoulders were like totally different heights. A lot of people are off, but he was off like 4 inches.
Ooh.
So there's something going on here. So afterwards, I asked him, I wonder what you've done or what you're doing to create this. And he said, what?
I'm not doing anything.
And I said, well, you weren't born this way, right? And he says, no. I said, then you're doing or have done something. So let's talk about it. So he's a pharmacist. So I said, are you doing a lot of measuring kind of work? And he said, no, nowadays everything's packaged. It's easy, simple. So I said, well, if you had a desk job, I would ask you whether you were scrunching the telephone between your shoulder and your ear. And he said, the telephone? He says, I am talking to doctors and insurance companies all day while I'm filling prescriptions.
Yes, that makes so much sense.
Headset? Stretching? Problem solved.
Fabulous.
So yes, if we just look, if we just looked at how we're using our bodies and misusing our bodies and overusing our bodies, we can get the solution.
Wow. Well, I think this makes a lot of sense to me because I know that you have really helped me with my posture and with, the way I use, especially my upper body. So the way you approach things by looking at the root cause, it makes so much sense. So I can see why you are so absolutely effective at what you do.
Thank you.
It's been such a pleasure to have this conversation with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's fun to share.
Thank you so much. Super. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. Lyn Bishop and Louise Mahoney right here talking to you live.